Hey guys, it's Ashley, your scrapping nerd, and I'm back today with a layout for Scraplift Crafternoon, and it's where a bunch of my crafty peeps and I get together and we scraplift an amazing layout. And today we are scraplifting this layout from Denise Donahue, and I just loved this layout. I loved all the flags on the right side. And it's funny because I actually picked this layout for us to scrap lift, and I had every intention of picking bright, beautiful colors like Denise did, making the flags and everything, and I went in a completely different direction than I thought I would when I started creating. And so I pulled out some stuff from my stash. I pulled in that this kind of flag paper here. I had a cut apart sheet about the service, and then that blue star paper as well. And so I think the blue star was Recollections. I think this paper came from like a paper pad, but I've really had these forever. And so I started with this page here, and I cut all of the strips of the flag out, and then I went and I cut them into little strips to make the flags like Denise did on her layout. And I don't know if because they're flags that I thought about, oh, I should make a flag, but that is where I'm going with this. So I'm going to cut each of the colored strips into the little strips to then kind of lay out like the flag like Denise had. I don't add the fishtail to the end of my little pieces here. I go ahead and just leave them straight across, but I think it still looks good. And this paper has a backside color to it, so at least because the flags are folded up, when you see the backside, it's not just the white back of the core. And I'm scrap lifting a photo that I took. My husband and I, we went to New York and we went to the 9/11 museum. And this photo these photos that you're going to see are photos of a small Statue of Liberty, and it was covered in things that people left in honor. So this set out in front of a firehouse where they lost 15 of their members in 9/11, and people went by and they took care of this Statue of Liberty, and they put flags and patches and pictures, and I mean, there's so much on this. And so I am going to scrap pictures of that. There's two. There's going to be a bigger photo and then a smaller one from far away, just to see the full statue. And then I have the little blurb about it that is also going on here. The 9/11 museum was very interesting experience for me. Like, obviously I know about 9/11 and we all watch documentaries and we all were somewhere in the world when that happened. But when you're in that museum, it is a feeling I've never experienced before. And it's like this somber, quiet feeling. And I mean, the things that you see, and I'm not diminishing any of it, but the fire trucks that are smashed and the steel beams that are folded in half, I mean, those are shocking and like hit you to the core. But I can tell you that the thing that got me the most was people's shoes. I don't know what that was about. There's like a part of the museum that you go into and you can't take pictures, and they have this room and it's floor to ceiling of the pictures of people we lost. But then there's like people's shoes that they recovered from the wreckage, and I don't know why that was such a jolt to me to see the shoes. I don't know if it's because it's like those people got up that day and put on these shoes and thought they were going to a normal day of work. I don't know why that was such a big thing. But anyways, I'm sorry I go off on that. This was also something that I really was a jolt for me, because when you stand there and you're looking at all of these things, I hate to use the word memorabilia. I don't know what the word is. It's like all these like flags and lanyards and patches of police departments and firehouses and stuff. It's really just a shocking thing. So anyways, I thought that making this flag, and I made it at the bottom instead of the side like Denise had, because I didn't want the flag to be sideways. But I thought that it would be a good way to have these photos. I took photos while we were in the museum of course, the parts that we were allowed to, and the things that just shook me, I will put into our album. And I have all the little blurbs about them, and I just think it's just something that I want to remember. And so I thought that this was a perfect idea for these photos. And since I just used like a 12 by 12 cream back photo, I thought it was too plain. And so I wanted to kind of just splatter in the background. And I used Distressed Mica Stain and Tart Cranberry for the red color, and then I used a Delusions Periwinkle Blue for like a blue color in the back, and just added some splatter to it just to give it some color back there. I do put a lot of little embellishments on here, but I didn't really go over embellish like I normally do, because of the flag at the bottom, I think is a lot. And you saw that I used a washi tape to put just at the top of the flag, so you didn't see the line of my little pieces that I had made. And I cut out Honor and Strength from that like cut apart paper that I had, and so I wanted to use some chipped sapphire and just ink the edges of those, because it just needed a little bit of a pop. Like they were laying there, and I was like, they don't really pop off the page like I would like. So the ink just kind of helped that. And then of all those little bits and bobs that I pulled out of my stash, I wanted to get those around. And there's just a little circle, it says US, and the flag. And then I used some of those extra little red pieces that I had cut apart for the flags at the bottom, and just kind of put them around the layout behind the photo. And the idea was to kind of make it look a little like just little things that were stuck there, to kind of mimic all of the little things that were on this Statue of Liberty. And I put that flag that I found in my stash kind of behind the back there. And everything kind of has this old world feel to it, but I really liked it, and I think that it helped do these pictures some justice. Like I said, check down below for all of the ladies that are scraplifting Denise, and as well as check out Denise and her Instagram. All that information is going to be below. I can't wait to see what everyone does, because like I said, I really was going to go for a bright, cheerful layout, and I got all my pictures back from our New York trip, and I just really wanted to scrap this one. And thank you to everyone that's liked and subscribed to my channel. I really appreciate it. If you haven't yet, go ahead and hit those buttons below, and I hope everyone has a great day. Bye.